Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born May 2, 1972. Also known by his ring name, The Rock, is an American-Canadian actor, producer, businessman, retired professional wrestler, and former American football and Canadian football player. He wrestled for the WWF for 8 years prior to pursuing an acting career. His films have grossed over $3.5 billion in North America and over $10.5 billion worldwide, making him one of the world's highest-grossing actors. Let us talk about his 8 lesser-known facts that you didn't know about. Number 1. He was arrested 9 times before the age of 17. Dwayne Johnson had a rough go of it growing up in Hawaii. At 14, his family was evicted from their small apartment, and he turned to crime to make some fast cash. The pain of being evicted and seeing his mother in tears fueled his desire to take action. Any action, even if it wasn't always the right move. However, it was certainly a formative experience for young Johnson. After that, he decided to take control the only way he could: by improving his body. Number 2. He has a degree in criminology. Although Dwayne Johnson had a few brushes with the law in his youth, he actually also holds a degree in criminology. He earned the degree and at the same time played college football for the Miami Hurricanes as a defensive lineman. In 1995, he graduated from Miami University with a Bachelor of General Studies in Criminology and Physiology. Johnson, while obviously in a league of his own as a Hollywood actor, is clearly a triple threat of sorts. He has talent, charisma, and brain. Number 3. He's a third-generation wrestler. It turns out that for the Johnson family, wrestling and superstardom is in their blood. His father was Rocky Soulman Johnson, the original Rock. Similarly, Dwayne Johnson's grandfather Peter Maivia was an NWA Hawaii heavyweight champ, and made history with his partner Tony Atlas in 1983, when they became the first African-American pair to win the World Tag Team Championship. Number 4. Holds the record for most selfies taken. Not content with merely being the most electrifying man in sports entertainment or the highest-paid actor in the world, Dwayne Johnson is the kind of overachiever who also holds the Guinness World Records title for most selfies taken within a period of 3 minutes. During this time, he took a whopping 105 selfies with excited fans at the red carpet premiere of San Andreas. Number 5. His role as Hobbs in Fast and Furious was originally meant for Tommy Lee Jones. It's hard to believe that the Fast and Furious franchise could be the franchise of familial love if The Rock weren't cast in Fast 5. Yet that's exactly what nearly happened. According to Vin Diesel, a fan suggested the idea of introducing The Rock to the franchise. Although the role of FBI agent Luke Hobbs was originally written for Tommy Lee Jones, Diesel agreed that The Rock could really bring something special to the franchise, and he did. Number 6. He created the word SmackDown. One awesome word that the Merriam-Webster added to their dictionary in 2007 was SmackDown. This just so happens to be the word that The Rock introduced to the world in 1997. To lay the smackdown on someone is to unequivocally beat them in any context. It was a word born of necessity. Smacking an opponent into the dirt wouldn't cover the severity of The Rock's punishments, both verbal and physical. Neither would taking them down seem to be a sufficient enough phrase to convey the awesomeness of his particular brand of butt-kicking. However, combining both phrases to create the ultimate smackdown just about covers it. The word later became the name of a WWE show that aired on Friday nights. Number 7. He hosted Saturday Night Live in 2000. In 2000, he was only famous for being a WWF wrestler. He was unproven in other areas of entertainment, so this was a real gamble on the part of SNL. However, it was such a successful debut that The Rock was asked back to host multiple times. Number 8. He had a cameo on Star Trek, Voyager. The year 2000 was clearly decisive for The Rock's career. Not only did he host SNL, he also made a cameo in the Star Trek Voyager episode Tsunkatse as the Champion, a gladiatorial contender. The Champion bears a striking resemblance to The Rock, and not just in terms of his appearance. One of his finishing moves is the People's Elbow, and he often made a very Rock-like gesture in the form of the People's Eyebrow. Of course, The Rock performed his own stunts on the show. The episode drew 4.1 million viewers, which was a season high. Everybody wanted to smell what The Rock was cooking. Whether they be Star Trek fan or not,